Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Delias Paris and my channel is Indian Hen Farm. I gotta come up with a new intro just for fun, keep it a little more exciting. So today's project is going to be about using our, our windowed envelopes that we get in the mail. Now, I gotta be honest, I don't get many of these anymore. A lot of my bills and things are all paperless statements, so I kind of hoard them when I do, and then I hoard them so much I forget to use them. But I've got a few here, and at least enough to do a project. So the project I'm doing today, I'm going to show you in the journal that I've been working on, is I've got this little pocket that I did. And what I did was I did a whole bunch of collage on it. I cut it down a little. So we've still got this window here. And then I can just put in some things. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to put in here. So I just put these in just for demonstration purposes. But, it's just a really cool project. And it's a great way to upcycle these envelopes. So what you're going to need, obviously, is one of these junk mail envelopes. And then, I'm just going to take my time on this video because sometimes doing this sort of collage, it just takes like a little trial and error. So what I did on this one is I've got some scrap pieces of paper. I did a little rub-on transfer. I've got some stenciling. I've got some washi tape. I've got some washi stickers. Obviously, use what you have and, pull out your materials. I think any sort of paper, stickers, things like that can make this look really cool. We're just plain, right? And then I did use my 1-inch circle punch here to make a little tab, and some distress ink, some vintage photo distress ink, and obviously some glue and stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. To start with, I've got this one. It looks so nice and pristine because it came in as like a mail something back. And let's see, I've got some paper. Find some paper here. Okay. So I really liked using some book page. See, I've got some pieces here and some pieces here. And I also liked using some sort of piece that I have in the journal. So I used this piece. Let's take a look at the green one. I'm guessing we can use that again. So we've got, I'm just trying to carry some pieces over. We've got the birdies that we used quite a bit. We got the roses. There's the birdies and the flower paper. The leaves. The roses. Okay. More birdie paper. Okay, so I think I'm going to use that other one. This piece again. Because it's been a while since I've used it. And I think it looks really good. So I've got a package of those here. Because I think I've used up almost all my little torn scraps. So I'll grab a new one. So to start with, what I'm going to do is, oh, this one's a little long. Let's cut this down a little. I know I'm going to use it as a pocket anyway. I tend to cut this down for the pocket sort of after. It's easier for me to collage big and then cut a piece off. But obviously, y'all do, whatever works for you. I'm just going to, this one's a little longer than my other one. So I'm going to use my paper trimmer and just cut a little piece off. So at least it's the length of my writing paper. Okay. There we go. Just helps me. It's not necessary. I don't know. Okay. So I know I really love sort of torn edges. That's one of my things. Let's use this one. So I'm just going to tear a piece of this off, I think. Okay, so that would go like that. And I'm going to just kind of lay some things out before I get started too much. Okay, so if I had that, and then I know I wanted to use a piece of this. So let me open it up and find a page in here. I love, this is one of my all-time favorite papers. Okay. See which one. I like the writing. You know what? Maybe we'll use this one because it's not my favorite since I'm going to be tearing it up. Okay. So, if I had this here, and let's tear some of this. And, you know, when I'm tearing, I'm sort of controlling because I don't want it to tear too smoothly. I want it to look a little jagged. But, you know, everyone's got their own taste, right? So, do it the way you like it best. That one's a little too sharp. And then that's got a little too much of the white. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that works for me. Okay, so I'm going to ink both of these just so I can see how they pop on here. Yeah. This paper is a little thinner. Okay. I've been wanting to do a junk envelope piece for a while. And just always felt like, oh my gosh, it's going to be kind of a long tutorial. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes they're going to be a little longer. Because sometimes it takes a little more time to get something to look the way you want it to look. Okay. So if that one was there. And then, that's looking... I know. I'm picky about my torn paper here. Hold on. Okay. And I save all of these little torn pieces because I'll use them. Since torn paper is kind of my thing, these torn pieces do not go to waste because I use them for collage. I use them for masterboards. So just getting in here and distressing this edge so that that torn look really kind of pops against the other one. Okay, see how pretty that looks when they're next to each other? Okay. Okay. And so I know this and this are going to go on here. And what I did, because I didn't, you know, I don't want this just completely white. I did some stenciling. I've got my little kind of pebble looking stencil, which I've used a fair amount in this journal. And I'm going to continue. You can mix it up, but I tend to pick a couple stencils and use those. So I am going to do, so what I do is I cover my window with a straight edge. So I get it right up there. And I've got my ink. And I use these makeup brushes. You can find these on Amazon. Or probably even at the dollar store. I don't know. I haven't looked. And I'm going to go ahead and give this some stenciling. And I try and do it sort of randomly. I don't use that straight edge. I always go in the middle. I want some of it dark and some of it light. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit in here. Let's see. See how pretty that looks? So then, yeah. And now I'm going to cover this other edge up right here. I'm going to do some more stenciling. Okay. Okay. And a little on this side here. So just moving my paper to cover up these other spaces. And moving that down. Okay. So now I've got some stenciling sort of all the way around, and that's going to help my background a little, right? And then I used, so I've got this piece. It's going to go here, and this piece is going to go here. And I really like using some washi stickers. Hold on, let me grab my washies. Got a little tub here. So if you look really closely, you can see these little washi stickers that I just cut little pieces to give that some interest. So let's see, we've got, I always like to use like some butterfly pieces. And I want maybe some of this, we'll see. I like some sort of leaf pieces. Got that one. I'm just pulling out a few. There's some leaf. Let's see. Oh, there's a leaf. Okay, that's probably enough. Let's start with that and see how it goes. I'm gonna put these back in here and pop this over here, get it out of our way. So I'm just going to cut pieces of washi sticker off. So if I see, like if I take this piece and cut a straight line there, and let's get it off. Oh Lord. Sometimes the act of like cutting that straight line makes them harder to get off. Okay, Delias, come on. Ah, there we go. Okay. So I got it. And I'm going to pick, I think right here. So I'm making this straight line is matching this line right here on the window, right? So it looks like it's like coming off of it. See that? So I cut a straight line, and that way, look, when this comes on, it's like it's come off the window, right? And I think that looks kind of cool. I like it. And then I've got this other piece. Maybe we'll use it up here. But I'm not going to use the stem on this, I don't think. I'm going to pull that off. Just looked a little hinky to me. Okay. So I've got this piece. And I'm going to match that line again. There it is. And go up. Okay, so I've got two pieces coming off there, and I know I want some butterfly. So let's cut piece of that off. And I'll save this other half for another project. Because I like this sort of like it's kind of hanging off the edge or whatever, right? Okay, so this one, I'm going to have it come right there. Okay, and I'll cut off my excess here. Okay. And let's use our, and it just gives that a little something more. Let's see, do I need any more? Yeah, I want something else. So I'm just kind of, I think I'm going to use a piece of this one. Get a little color in there. And I find with this kind of work, you just have to sort of zone out and kind of play with it a little bit, right? Just enjoy the process, the journey. Ah, come on. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? Okay. Here. There's one. So sometimes the smartest thing to do is get it off when it's big. And I know to do this, and yet. So I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to cut some of this off. Okay. So I'm going to hold it and then cut. And that way I've got like a piece attached for the bigger. And line that up. Up. Just take your time and get it lined up. Looks the best. Okay, and I've got a piece down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know my theory of 5, so I'm going to do one more. Or odd numbers, I guess, is my... I think it looks best when there's odd numbers. Okay, I got this one coming up. Okay. And let me see. Ooh. I'm going to put this one up here. Okay. So that window has some decorations around it. And now I'm going to glue this page on first. Okay. So I think I'm going to go to about right there. So I'm going to just make myself a little pencil mark so I know kind of how far I'm going. And I start with this torn edge. This is just how I do it. There's a million ways to do it. No right, no wrong answer here, right? Do it the way that works for you. Okay, so I get that torn edge started. I'm gonna bring this back. And I think I'm gonna go right about right there. Where's my paper towel? Uh-oh. Okay. And then what I'll do is then lift this side and go ahead and finish it off. And this is just how I do it. You do, everyone's got their own techniques, right? Give it a little bone folder. Close my ink so it doesn't dry out. Okay. Let me cut this excess off so I can kind of see what I got going here. Okay. Okay. So that's where I'm at right now. Save my paper for my next project. And now, let me think here. I think I'm going to go right there. Okay, so I'm going to get my glue on my torn edge again. I definitely want that torn edge tucked down because it's going to be kind of fragile because it's torn, right? Okay, there's that. Where's my glue paper? Here it is. And, well, let's make sure it's kind of straight so I can see. Okay. I think right there. It's already looking really cool, right? Okay, and we'll cut this excess off. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's get in there and finish gluing it. Oh, shoot. Well, that didn't work. Let's try it again. Okay. Okay. Give it just a minute. Okay, I think we're good now. And carefully, there we go. Okay. Carefully get in there and glue it. Okay. And I'm going to cut my excess off. Saving as much of that beautiful paper as I can. Cut there. Okay. Ooh, it's looking good. Okay. So, I know, I might start thinking about where I'm going to cut this down now. Let's see, do I have, okay. So where is my green journal? Let's see. Green journal, where are you? Here you are. Okay. So let's take a look in our green journal and decide where we want this, because we want this to fit the page, right? So we got that piece that we did. We got our little double tuck, which was on this side. I think, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking there. That's what I think. Okay, so I'm going to put this into my journal. And basically, I'm going to hold this so I can get this all the way in. And make my mark so I know where to cut that down, okay? Where'd my pencil go? Ah, it fell. Why does my pencil always fall? Okay, so I'm right about here. Okay, so let me get my paper trimmer. and cut that down. Make sure I'm straight. I am. Okay. I will save this piece to use for something. I just don't know what yet. Okay. So there is our chunk that we're going to use. And this is the top. So I would be gluing this in like this. And I just think it looks really cool. But I wanted to have something more. I am obsessed, absolutely obsessed with these rub-on transfers. I love them. They make me so happy. I just think they look really cool. And I've got a few different things here. Let's see what we got. I'm in love with this packet of dragonfly ones. Okay, I know I don't want, I think I want some color. Let's see, where's our envelope? Huh, do I want color or black and white? I guess we could go either way. You know, I'm kind of liking the idea of using this bee. I think let's do it. Let's give it a try. This set here is from, oh, who is this? 49 and Market. Okay, Curator's Meadow set of rub-on transfers. I got these on Amazon. Okay, because you might want to know. Try to remember to tell you guys stuff like that. And what I do, so you've got these two pieces, right? This is where the transfer is and this is the backing. I cut my piece out one at a time because it helps kind of protect the rest of it. So now I can take this chunk and pop it back in here. Because these are, I think, kind of expensive. So I'm extra careful with making sure that they're in good shape. These are the ones I got from Mr. Tim Holtz. This is Specimens. I don't like the, I mean, I use it for the numbers and stuff, but I really like the ones with color. But obviously you can see I've cut some of those ones out too. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to cut around it because I want to see how much of this it's going to take. Okay. So that can go in my little pile. Hey, have y'all ever watched the Rachel Ray show? You know where she uses the garbage bowl for cooking? I'm going to get a garbage bowl for recycling. Like all my little pieces that I know I'm not going to use again, and just have a bowl here and throw them all in there, and then I can just throw them in the recycling bin. I say that, but if you saw my table, you'd understand. Okay, so I really like the idea of getting this one. So I'm going to pull this backing off. So here's my rub-on transfer. Obsessed with these. Oh my God, love them, love them, love them. And I think I want this to go right here. So I'm going to get it down. I use my bone folder. You know, I've seen people use pencils. It comes with a little stick, which I am never going to be able to hold on to. And I also use my fingernail. So I get on there and just really rub it. Getting in there, rubbing, rubbing, rubbing. Okay. And then I'll really carefully lift part of this plastic. Yeah, see, that's not down yet. And that way I can check it without ruining it. Okay, let me check this side. Oh. What is going on here? Okay. Ooh, there it is. Look at how gorgeous that is. Can you see how friggin' amazing these rub-on? I'm obsessed with them. I just love them. Here. That is so cool. And it's just so seamless. In fact, I think, because I got this piece over here, let's see what I can put over there. Just to give it a little something more. Let's see. You know what? Maybe we'll put a bigger word over there. Okay, so what do we got here? We got, ooh, wander. I want to use wander. So I was raised by a couple deadheads, if you know what that means. It's people who followed the Grateful Dead. And my parents did. So we did Ain't No Time to Hate Summer Tour 88. And I sold tie-dye t-shirts and egg rolls and friendship bracelets and the whole 9 yards. And not all who wander are lost was a big part of my childhood. So, okay. I think, yeah. I want this one right there. That's going to look really cool. Okay. Let me hold it and get in there. And, you know, if you start using rub-on transfers, you're going to find, like, some brands come off easier than others. Like my Dragonfly ones, I mean, I haven't yet to mess one of those up. So just, you know, but always err, or I always err on rubbing it more rather than less. Because the last thing I want to do is get this far in my project and break some words. Now, if you do, do it on purpose, right? If you, this is what I always say. If you tear something or you make a mistake, I'm going to exaggerate it or find a way to sort of cover it up in a way that looks really cool. And that's how I deal with that. But honestly, some of the coolest things I've done have been sort of like, oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I love it. Does that not look awesome? It's already looking so awesome. Okay. Yep. This one makes me even happier than the last one. Ah, that's always nice, right? Okay. So I'm just going to get these all. I keep these in a Ziploc bag. I'm very protective of them because, like I said, they're kind of expensive. And I love them. So there's my pocket so far. Now, I'm going to set this off with a little washi tape. I bought the set again that I've been using because I ran low on it. Here it is. Got this from Amazon. This is called Flowers Cover the Sky. It's one of my favorite sets that I bought because I am not marketing these. I don't make any money. I'm just sharing information with y'all, just so you know. I don't sponsor anything so far. Okay, so I just like these. They're bold, but they're kind of translucent. So it's just one of my favorite sets to use. And I want some color. And we've been using these three in this journal. So I'm going to take, I think I'm going to use some peach. It's like a peachy red. It's got a little bit of both. And I'm just going to add a little to this. Okay. So when I cut my envelope in half, I've got this opening here that I'm definitely going to need to cover up. I don't need this flap, or I'm not going to use the flap. So I'm going to cut that off now, just so I know. So here we go. Fold that out. Oh, hold on. God, can I tell you how much I love this paper trimmer? So it's weird. You know how sometimes you like spend, like I'm pretty thrifty. So I buy the cheap one thinking it's going to be the same. I think I bought 3 cheapy paper cutters before I finally got this one. And the only reason I bought this one, it was on sale 40% off. Okay. I wish I just bought this one to begin with. It's one of those few things where I'm like, nope, that one is definitely better. Okay, so I know I'm going to want an opening, 1-inch hole tuck. So I'm going to take this and let's see. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches, right at 5 inches. So 1, 2, 2. There's my middle, approximately. And I am going to just do my 1-inch circle. So I use this. I took off the back plate. This is like a $7 1-inch circle punch. And I'm going to come in, and I like to do shallow cuts. I just like a little shallow. See how tiny that is? But that's, you know, my preference. Go deeper. Okay. Now, if I had rounded corners here, I would round these corners. Well, look at this one. This book has rounded corners, so I rounded this one so it would match the edge of that page. On this one, I'm keeping the corners straight, so I'm not going to worry about that. So we were here, 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 and here. Okay. So we're looking really good already. I got to tell you, I really love this envelope already. Okay, so I do want some washi tape. Let's see. So this is how because I like my torn sort of look. It's really kind of what I do. I really believe that, you know, things that have lived a long time and experienced, you know, both the highs and the lows, and they're no longer perfect or more beautiful. Like, no one gets out of here without life experience, right? And some of those life experiences aren't the most fun to go through at the moment. It's later that maybe you find some gratitude for them. Sometimes you never do, right? But aging is beautiful, and, you know, got to do the whole journey. Okay, here we go. But that's just me. Okay, so I know I'm going to put... So one of the things I do is I've got this opening here. I'm going to use my washi tape to close it. So I've got this very skinny spot right here because I put on that wander, and I don't want to cover that all up. So I'm going to put a very thin... very thin layer of glue right here. Oh, do I need to, I think I need to give it a poke. Okay, let's see. Ah, there we go. Okay. I keep meaning to make myself one of those fancy little beaded weights for the glue, and I just haven't gotten around to it. Ah. Okay, so I'm going to do along that so that I didn't cover up all the wander, but I just got a little bit. And I don't want to seal this whole thing, so I'm going to cut right here where that that's where this part starts, right? And I'm going to put a little more glue right here, because washi tape just doesn't adhere for life unless you, and I'm just going to fold that over. No one's going to see the back because it's glued in, but that's sealing this side of the envelope, right? And then this part, I'll just cut off. Okay. Okay, and now I've got this bigger one, which, since I don't have any words down, I can use the bigger one. Do I want to use the bigger one? Do I want to use the bigger one? Let's see. Yep, I do. Okay. I'm going to put a layer of glue here. Go all the way down. It doesn't, yeah, there we go. I'm going to cut off this excess because I know that's not going to fold over. Okay. And give that a little tiny layer of glue. Okay. And roll it on over. And now I'm sealed again. And I could have just glued this edge, but I like that there's no catch in there. See? Because, yeah. So I like that a little better. Okay. And I feel like I need a little washi tape down here maybe. And this is just decorative now because I've sealed this one. So this is just, I think I'm going to taper this a little bit. Give myself some, I think I'm going to go right here. This is just plain, right? This part. Okay. And I know I want some up on this corner. So let me just put a layer of glue. And there we go. Okay, that one's lifting right here a little bit. So let me give it a little more glue. Okay. Okay. And let me cut off my, I mean, I could roll it over. I'm just going to cut it off. Okay. Okay. Time to clean my scissors again already. Okay. I kind of am liking that. I think I want one more tiny piece up here though. I think. Okay. Just to bring a little tiny bit up here. Okay. Yeah. Make sure I didn't mess up. Oh, no, see, because this envelope, it was a little lower, which is actually kind of perfect. Okay. And I'm just going to make sure, am I good? Yep. Okay. And I feel pretty good about that. So that didn't take long at all. And if you did these sort of a mass make, right, it'd be even faster. So there's my envelope. Let me... And it's just got so much going on, but it's so cool. Okay. I am going to ink all along the edge of this. Here's my ink. Vintage photo. And let's give, I'm going to come a little deeper on that corner. Oh, I got a little excess tape there. Okay. Okay. And glue it in and we're good to go. I know I'm not on the right page. Hold on. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I wanted to be on this page. Okay. I'm going to tuck this right here. And we're going all the way across. Oh my gosh. I love it. I do. I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay. So I'm not going to glue, obviously, on that opening side. I'm only gluing on this white, right? So let's get... Huh. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put this on this side, flip it over, and use my, oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Use my bone folder a little bit. Okay. And, yeah, we're down. Okay. And there's my pocket. Isn't that awesome? I love it. I just think it looks really cool. And we can take something, pop it in here. And you got the little window that you can see through. You could even like pre-plan that where you did like a collage that had some words that went right in there. I'm going to leave it as is, but I just love it. I think it looks awesome. I was playing with washi ideas, you know, just have a little fun with it, right? Yeah, so this is just using a junk envelope, like one of those bill envelopes that has the windows, and making a cool pocket that has a window in it for your junk journal. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like and subscribe. Feel free to share this if you'd like. And if you would like to see future videos, hit the subscribe button. I try to get at least 2 done a week. Sometimes I get 3. Okay, enjoy your day. Thanks.